Botany Bay, one of Sydney's best fishing estuaries around. Today, I'm going to teach you guys how to fish with soft plastics and be successful at it. Whether it's targeting brim, trevally, whiting, or the humble flathead, today has it all. And I'm going to share with you some tips and techniques to be able to help you be successful. Stick around to the end because I'm going to share with you one secret tip that's going to change your fishing experience here out on Botany Bay. As always, these episodes are sponsored by 7 Seas Apparel. Don't forget to use code REALFISHING10 to save yourself 10% off anything 7 Seas Apparel. Like and subscribe. Let's get into this episode. Yeah. First fish of the morning. Smacked it after I twitched it. A little double twitch and he come along and hammered it. It's a good flathead. Thank you. Not a bad size. All right, 39. Just maybe touching 40 flathead, come along and hammered that soft plastic. The Daiwa bait junkie prawn is absolutely hammered. So we're gonna quickly put this guy back and keep chasing him, hey? Good start to the morning. Pretty cool. Good thing to check after catching a flathead is you're not, normally after each flathead I normally just retie anyway, but that's a bit chafed. So just quickly retie using that loop knot and get back into it. All right, see if we can catch some more, hey? All right, so the conditions we've got today are quite pleasant. As you can see, it's quite a classy conditions at the moment. We've got a northeast breeze at the moment and I'm out on Botany Bay. I'm particularly out off Towra. And what we've got is a run-in tide. So we had a low tide at about 5:30 this morning. And I was out here about 5:15, 5:30, so started the run-in tide and I'm just fishing this run-in tide targeting flathead. Now traditionally, flathead aren't a species that you would target on the run-in tide, but here in Botany Bay, you can pretty much target them at all tides. It's just dependent on how you will try and fish them. And you can target them in the same spots based upon a run-out and a run-in tide. So what I'm doing is I've got my electric motor pointing into the current, so the current's coming straight towards the front of the boat and I'm punching into that current and all I'm doing is casting up current with my soft plastic. I've got a 1/6 ounce Daiwa Prawns soft plastic, 2.35 inch in red herring color. And so what I'm doing is just casting up the current, letting it sink, giving it a quite an aggressive double hop. We really want to get the attention of the flathead and really get them coming across because we're not using a heavy jig head because we're only in about 3 meters of water the whole time here. So you still want to go lighter, but you want to get their attention. So by getting their attention with that aggressive flick, they'll often come over and eat it from quite a while away. Whereas if I was fishing a bit deeper with a heavier jig head, I might not flick it as aggressively because it's hitting the bottom and creating quite a disturbance on the sand, and that's going to bring their attention. So I'm just working all this sand flat, and basically I really haven't used the petrol engine at all. I've just got to Towra, got to the sand flats, and I've just literally been using the electric motor the whole time just to push me along this sand flat and seeing if I can't catch some fish. Oh yeah. Feels decent, whatever it is. Feels like a decent fish. Look at that in this beautiful sunrise this morning. Got the Daiwa TD Hyper 1 to 2 kilo 742 ULFS rod on, 8 pound braid, 8 pound leader, which is a bit light, but I'm sort of trying to fish lighter to try and get more bites. And yeah, got the Daiwa 2.35 inch prawn on in red herring colour. And this fish has come along and hammered it. It's a decent fish. I'm sort of half chased him down a bit. I feel like it's a decent flathead. Nah, it's a good brim. It's a really good brim. It's a really nice brim. Oh yeah. Down this side, buddy. That's a big blue noser. That's a big brim, man. Whew. All right, have a look at that. 41. Absa finesse angler would absolutely love this. Such a good fish here out of Botany Bay, man. Daiwa 2.35 inch prawn, literally next cast after that flathead, gave it 2 twitches, and bang, this big dog came along and had an absolute feast of it. So cool. Such a good fish, man. We're gonna put this guy back. That was cool. Very special brim. Again, not the target fish for today, but still so cool. 40 plus centimeter, definitely my personal best brim. Cool. Fun fact about brim and stuff like that as well, that fish there, that 41 centimeter fish, is probably older than me. I'm 30 odd, and that fish would be 35, 36 years of age. So yeah, pretty cool to catch something that's either just as old as me or has been around through the system for as old as I've lived on this earth. Oh, oh, I got very lucky then. I ripped it out of his mouth and he come back for more. It's a flatty. There we go. Another good flathead. All right, 41, 42 centimeter flathead, bit bigger than the last one, but perfect eating. Once it gets over that 40 centimeter mark, we are definitely within our eating range. And so I'm going to quickly deal with this guy in a minute and keep fishing, but very lucky. Sort of ripped it out of his mouth and he come back for a second go. It just proves how good those Daiwa bait junkies are. So, very happy. Ooh, cool bite. Ooh. Yeah. Might need a little guy this time. Little Sandy. Oh, little sand flathead, but hang on, there's something busting up right next to me. So you've got to go, buddy. There's that towel, come here. See, mate. That was a big wolf, whatever that was. So the situation we've got here, oh, sorry, just catching a fish. Another decent flathead up and in. Thank you. All right, 36 centimetre flathead this time. Nice, a nice fish, but gonna put him back again. Like I've been saying, I like to keep him in that 40 to 55 centimetre range. Anything outside that, I just put back anyway, because even though this guy's legal, you don't really get much of a fillet off him, and you're better off letting him go into a bigger specimen. So we're gonna put him back. Pretty cool. Oh, that's another bite. Oh, hammered it. He ripped the rod out of my hand, that did. That was a cool take. I don't know if it feels like a flathead, I'll be honest. Feels like a trevally, it's got little tail beaks in it. The way it's doing circles, yeah, definitely a trevally. It's got little tail beaks. When you lift up, you can just feel it using its tail beaks. Come on. It also feels like a big dinner plate. It's laying on its side on the way back up. Jesus. Up and in. All right, beautiful little silver trevally or blurter. Come along and absolutely hammered. That soft plastic. Almost ripped the rod out of my hand. Pretty cool, but not the target species, but still, they are such a good fight and good fun on light gear, so put this guy back. Whew. All right, 39 centimetre model. Don't know if you guys saw that on the drone, but I was doing a bit of drone work and this guy come along and ate my lure, so hopefully you saw that. If not, still got a really nice 39 centimetre flathead. Pretty happy with that, but again, not over that 40, not pushing that 40, 42 mark, and he's a bit skinny, so we're gonna put him back. Fish. Little tiny boy. Poor little snapper. You're right, mate. Let's hook out of here. Off you go. Oh. So what we've got along this flat as well is a lot of weed patches, and all I'm doing is sort of working across these weed patches. I know I've got a weed patch on my right here because I've got a polarized sunnies on and I can see the weed patch. You can also see the bottom quite clearly. So that stealth approach is a big key, but what I'm trying to do is cast it along the edge of this weed flat. And if I go on top of the weed, that's fine. With those aggressive flicks, it should be able to come off that weed quite easily. But the main aim is to work them along this weed edge. A lot of fish will be there. We've caught in a really nice brim. We've got flathead there. We've got trevally. There will be whiting there as well. And so having a bit of structure really helps when targeting these sort of flathead, even on the run-in tide now. Like I said, traditionally they're not a run-in tide fish, but you can catch them on the run-in tide here on Botany Bay. You just got to make sure you're fishing the structures that they will be. They would be sitting here with their heads pointing into the current. So their heads would be pointing into the current, and I'm casting up above them and working it right pop by them. There we go. I was just about to say, little whiting. It was a bit quiet there for a while. For about a good half an hour. Buddy. Nice little whiting. I'll put him back. It's been really quiet lately. So I might make a move in a minute to another spot. I'm going to give this a few more casts, of course, but yeah, we'll see how we go. All right, so we're at the new spot now. Just moved a bit further down to the point. We've still got that tide running in. And so I thought I'd just go a bit further downstream along Tower here and see what we can do. There we go. Feels like a decent one. It's a good whiting. It's a really good whiting. Oh, that's a whopper of a whiting, bro. Woohoo! All right, have a look at that. That is a really nice yellowfin whiting. Perfect eating size, 35 centimeters. Can't beat it. The Daiwa Prawn smashed. So cool, very happy with that. At that new spot, just moved across to another weedy sand flat on the point here at Tara, and yeah, this guy come along and hammered it. Happy with that.